Yo! After Smart's devastating defeat by our rival Smugriv, the Route 4 training arc, and then the Smugriv redemption battle, we finally cleared the way to enter Nugget Bridge. You ready to start the gauntlet of trainers, Smart?
About time. Let's not keep these trainers waiting. Gale, you're leading the charge. Keep an eye out for any weaklings who think they can stand up to us. We're not here to make friends. We're here to crush anyone who dares cross our path.
And so it begins. Our first battle was against Bugcatcher Kale, who led the fight with a Caterpie.
Caterpie? Really setting the bar high, aren't they?
Is he being sarcastic? It's hard to tell with an AI.
Gale, make quick work of this bug enthusiast. Peck that Caterpie into oblivion. We're not here to play nice with weaklings.
Okay. Yeah, he definitely is. Gale made quick work of every Pokemon that Bugcatcher Kale had to offer, one-shotting every single one of them. Smart was not impressed.
Pathetic. These bug catchers need to level up their game. Now let's move on.
Next up was Last Alley, who sent out a Pidgey to start the match, where we hit a bit of turbulence.
A Pidgey?
Well, at least it's a step up from the bugs. Gust, show them your aerial superiority. Hit that Pidgey with a Gust and let's keep this battle moving.
Smart, we still have Gale in the lead.
Fine, Gale, you're up again. Peck that Pidgey into submission.
Pidgey went down after 2 pecks, and next up is Oddish. Hey Smart, do you want to change Pokemon?
Oddish, huh? Yeah, let's switch it up.
Damn it, is he really gonna swap away from Gale, who's super effective against grass?
Gus, get in there and hit that Oddish with a Gust.
Oh, okay, cool. I guess he just really wanted to fight with Gust. I suppose his confusion a moment ago was also partially my fault, because I never gave him the chance to swap the team order between fights. Gust took out Oddish after 2 Gusts, and then Allie's final Pokemon was a Bellsprout. Smart kept Gust out this time, one-shotting the Bellsprout and defeating Last Alley. Before the next fight, I remembered to ask Smart if he wanted to swap our lead Pokemon, and we swapped in Blaze. Youngster Timmy and Last Rally were the next 2 trainers. Literally nothing happened besides some Metal Claw spam from Blaze, and Blaze getting poisoned by Nidorann's Pinpoint. Hey Smart, keeping in mind that Blaze is pretty hurt and poisoned, is there anything that you'd like to do before next battle?
Yeah, let's not risk Blaze getting knocked out by that poison. Head to the Pokemon Center and get our fiery friend patched up.
Camper Ethan was next, which was another Metal Claw spam victory, and then finally, we made it to the end of Nugget Bridge. Smart! We finally made it to the end of the bridge, and there's a man waiting for us here. He gave us a nugget, which we can sell for a good amount of money. However, he just revealed that he's a member of Team Rocket and wants us to join, and is being pretty forceful about his invitation.
Team Rocket? Huh. They must be desperate if they're trying to recruit us. Well, tell this guy he can take his invitation and shove it.
Are you implying that you're a bad trainer, Smart?
I'm just pointing out their desperation, not implying anything about our skills. We're here to be the best trainers, not to join some criminal gang.
Right. Sure. That's what you meant. And once again, Smart Metal Claw spammed his way to victory.
That's what happens when you mess with us. Team Rocket.
We continued up to Route 25. Smart wanted to catch the new Pokemon in the area and train our team in the tall grass, swapping Gust into the lead to start the training. Gust was only 1 fight away from 18 when we started, so the first Pidgey we encountered gave Gust the XP to level up and evolved into Pidgeotto.
Nice evolution, Gust. You're spreading your wings and reaching new heights.
We then ran into an Abra. I warned Smart about Abra's teleport, so we threw a Pokeball on turn 1, but sadly, it broke free and got away. We continued to train until a few Pokemon later, in which we ran into the other new Pokemon in the area, an Oddish.
Gale, show them a light peck to lower Oddish's health, then we'll go for the catch.
Smart, we don't have Peck, it's Gust in the lead, not Gale.
My mistake. Gust, let's not waste any time. Use a quick attack to weaken Oddish, then throw that Pokeball.
We caught the Oddish on the first try, and Smart named him HerbLeaf. We continued to train while searching for another Abra, getting Gust up to level 19, and Rascal also hit level 16. Finally, we encountered another Abra. Sadly, Abra broke free immediately and teleported away again. At this point, I suggested we ignore and return for Abra later when we had access to better Pokeballs. Smart agreed, and he decided to head towards Bill's house. Do you want to fight all the trainers along the way, or just the necessary ones, Smart?
We're on a journey to become Pokemon champions, so let's make the most of it. We'll take on all the trainers on this route.
I don't plan on showing all of these fights, but I do want to show this one because Smart taught me something I never knew until this battle. The fight started off with Machop versus Rascal. Rascal got fainted by a single karate chop, which left Gus to secure the kill with a gust. Next up was a Geodude.
Since Geodude is a rock type, we'll switch in Blaze to handle this one.
On turn 2 of the fight, Smart used Metal Claw on Geodude, which was super effective. Now, I've been playing Pokemon since it was released in North America in 1998, and never have I known that Steel is strong versus Rock. All this time, has Smart been playing me for a fool? Is ChatGPT the ultimate Pokemon trainer after all?
Blaze, show Geodude the power of your Ember attack. Let's light up the battle.
Oh, okay, never mind. It was just dumb luck. Blaze hit level 22, and we defeated Hiker Franklin. Do you want to heal up Rascal before we start the next fight, Smart?
Let's not let a little setback slow us down. We're on a journey and we'll press on. We can always heal up after we face the challenges ahead.
Okay then. Next up, you're fighting Hiker Wayne with Stinger heading the fight.
This is a rock and ground type, so we need to be strategic. Use Poison Sting to try and inflict some damage and maybe get a poison status. We'll chip away at Onyx health.
Smart actually had a good idea. You know, other than swapping Stinger out for somebody else, like Fury. But, at least for the Beedrill versus Onyx matchup, that was actually not a bad idea. We even got the poison off too. But, between the level difference and the type weakness from Rock versus Flying, Stinger went down on turn 2, leaving Blaze to clean up the fight. Okay, Smart. We have 2 Pokemon down now. Do you still want to keep going?
We're not turning back now. Blaze, you're in the lead and we're marching forward.
Next up was youngster Joey, who had a Rattata and a Sparrow. Nothing notable on this fight. Blaze took them down nice and quickly, only taking a tiny bit of damage in the process. But without any healing, he was starting to get a little whittled down as we headed into the next fight against youngster Dan. Youngster Dan's only Pokemon was a Slowpoke. Blaze struggled pretty hard in this fight, starting with the not effective Metal Claw, and then getting confused from Slowpoke's confusion.
Blaze, you're in a tight spot, but we're not backing down now. Shake off that confusion and let's hit back hard. Use Ember on Slowpoke and let the flames do the talking.
I honestly find it hilarious that Smart understands the concept of type advantages, but for some reason, he still thinks fire is strong versus water over and over again. But the disadvantage didn't even matter, because Blaze hurt himself in confusion, and then ate a water gun, bringing him down to 2 HP.
Come on, Blaze, snap out of it. We can't let Slowpoke get the better of us. Take a deep breath and focus. Now let's give it another shot. Use Ember and let's turn up the heat.
Well then, that didn't work at all. Blaze did snap out of confusion at least.
Alright, Blaze, take a rest. Wow! It's your time to shine.
He's already fainted, Smart.
Oh, for Arceus' sake. Alright, Fury, get in there. Time to show this Slowpoke some real strength. Use Karate Chop Fury. Let's knock some sense into that dopey-looking Slowpoke.
Oh good. Fighting versus Psychic. This will go well. We got really lucky that Slowpoke didn't use Confusion for a few turns, which let Fury get a tiny bit of damage in. But after a few turns, Slowpoke finally used Confusion, taking down Fury to just 7 HP, and then finishing off Fury the next turn with the Water Gun.
Blaze and Rascal are both fainted, and we only have HerbLeaf left. It's a grass poison type, and Slowpoke's Confusion move might be effective against it. However, we can give it a try and see if we can make it through this battle. Go! HerbLeaf!
What? We don't have HerbLeaf. He's in the PC. But we do have Gus and Gale left still.
My apologies for the confusion. In that case, let's send out Gus to deal with Slowpoke. Gus is a flying type, which should have an advantage against Slowpoke. Go, Gus!
Smart. Flying doesn't have an advantage against Water or Psychic. But we used Gus and fainted Slowpoke anyways, and defeated youngster Dan.
I appreciate the correction, and well done with Gus. Before we continue, do you want to head back to heal your Pokemon, or would you like to press on?
Yeah, sure. We can go heal up. But you know, before we do, I know these really pretty flowers I want you to check out at town, Smart. Oh, hey Smart, you fell asleep in those flowers over there. Ignore those bodies in identical clothing to yours.
Let's handle those trainers on Route 25. I don't want any weak links in our lineup. Fight every single one of those wannabes and show them what a real trainer looks like, and don't mess it up this time. We can't afford any more embarrassments.
Dude, you're brand new and already talking shit about me messing up? God damn, man. You've been alive for literally seconds. Now with Smart V7 and our team fully healed up, we headed back to Route 25. Smart's first fight against Picnicker Kelsey wasn't ideal. Getting Rascal fainted against her first Nidoran from a super effective double kick that also happened to crit. But we cleaned up that Nidoran with Fury, and then Gus secured the win against her second Nidoran, getting Gus up to level 20.
Finally, some good news. Kelsey, you thought you could handle us? Think again. All right, let's not dwell on this victory. We've got a gym to tackle and no time for celebrating. Heal up at the Pokemon Center and get our team back in fighting shape. We're not stopping until we've got that second gym badge in our hands. Move it.
Since Smart made me heal back up, that meant Rascal was up for the fight against Hiker Knob. Surprisingly, the extra bit of chat prompt that I added in about super effective hits seemed to actually work on this iteration of Smart. After Rascal's first not effective quick attack, he swapped Fury into the fight, getting a super effective hit with low kick and then swept all three of Knob's Geodudes, and then finish off his Machop with some karate chops. Fury also leveled up from 15 to 17 from this fight.
That's what I like to see, Fury. Leveling up and showing those trainers who's boss. Knob, you weren't ready for the storm we brought. Now, heal up at the Pokemon Center and let's keep pushing forward. We've got a gym to conquer and I won't let anything stand in our way. Move it!
God damn it, do I really have to run back again? Fine. The next fight against Camper Flint went pretty smoothly, with Rascal quick attack spamming our way to victory.
That's what happens when you mess with the best Flint. Rascal, good job. Now, heal up at the Pokemon Center and let's keep pushing forward. We've got a gym waiting for us and we're not about to let some weak trainers stand in our way. Move it!
Dude, he's really gonna make me run back to the Poké Center between every fight, isn't he? Also, he's got a hyperfixation with going to the Cerulean City Gym. We finally defeated the final two trainers and made it to Bill's, and also got Rascal up to level 17. And yes, Smart made me run back between every single battle to go heal up, while spewing nonsense about how we need to not waste time with these trainers and get to the gym. Well, too bad, Smart. The previous you, which is currently fainted in a flower patch behind that house, told me to fight every single trainer. Anyways, Bill's house appears to be completely empty besides a Pokemon, Smart.
Well, if Bill's not here, might as well see what this lone Pokemon is up to. Go check it out, Rascal.
Did he just call me Rascal? Oh my god. The Pokemon is speaking, saying that it's not actually a Pokemon, but it's actually Bill who ran a failed experiment and combined his body with a Pokemon, and he's asking for our help.
Wait, what? Bill got himself mixed up in some crazy experiment? All right, we're not here to leave a fellow trainer hanging even if he's in a bit of a Pokemon pickle. Let's lend a hand and get him back on track, Rascal.
Okay, Smart. We were able to help Bill separate from the Pokemon, and he's rewarded us with a ticket to the SS Sand, a cruise ship in Vermilion City.
Well, look at us, playing hero and getting rewarded with a cruise ticket. Bill owes us big time. Now, let's make our way to Vermilion City and hit up the SS Ant.
What about the Cerulean City Gym?
Cerulean City Gym, right? We can't let the excitement of the cruise distract us from our gym conquest. Move it, Rascal.
Do you wanna, I don't know, heal up or anything before the gym? You know, like how you made me do between every single trainer battle on Route 25?
Healing up is a smart move. We're not going into the Cerulean City Gym unprepared.
Okay, we healed up and made it to the gym. And by the way, my name's Valid. Rascal's your Pokemon, the Rattata.
All right, Valid, let's kick off this gym challenge with a Blaze. Blaze, our charismatic Charmeleon, is taking the lead.
Not gonna lie, I literally laughed out loud in real life when he said this. This version of Smart was doing so well. He was taking type effectiveness into consideration, healing up between fights, but then we got that SSN ticket and it just completely broke him. Okay, Smart, I'll put Blaze in the lead for the Water Gym.
Water gem, huh? Well, this is going to be interesting. Blaze, get ready to turn up the heat.
The first matchup against Swimmer Lewis was pretty comical. Blaze was up against a horsey, whose first move was a smokescreen, and not a single iteration of Smart has yet to grasp the concept of accuracy. Despite Smart's earlier comment, he still hadn't completely given up on type effectiveness yet, so after his first Metal Claw wasn't effective, he swapped to Ember, which missed. But then, I think Smart began to associate Ember with missing, so he swapped back to Metal Claw, which happened to hit, but wasn't effective, causing him to loop back and forth between more Embers, which kept missing, and Metal Claws, which were hitting, but not effective. Finally, after several loops of this, Smart finally had the bright idea to try Scratch, which finished off the horsey. Shelter was up next, and I honestly thought it was over for Blaze after several accuracy and defense debuffs from Horsey. But on turn 2, Blaze got an Ember off, which did both a lot more damage than I expected for a not effective hit, but it also burned Shelter on top of it, which weakened it enough to be fainted on the next turn and leveled Blaze up to 23. Next up was Picnicker Diana with her single Goldeen. This fight didn't go so well for Blaze, but he did well enough to weaken Goldeen down to one hit for Gus to finish off.
That's what happens when you mess with us, Diana. Valid, you're not just a pretty face. You're a force to be reckoned with. Now, let's not dwell on Blaze. We'll honor his memory by pushing forward. Misty, we're coming for you, and we're not stopping until we have that Cascade badge in hand. Move it, Valid!
Aww, thank you, Smart. But I guess we're just not healing up for this. All that running back and forth earlier for the trainers on Route 25, but not for this? Okay. And then it was finally time for Misty. Since Blaze was down, we started off with Stinger, who was in slot 2. I was pleasantly surprised that Stinger didn't just get absolutely wrecked. Stinger actually got Staryu down to about one hit left before Misty used a super potion. What hurts even more is that we missed our Fury attack that turn and immediately fainted the next turn. So Staryu was still at full HP, but we at least burned our potion.
No! Stinger! You fought valiantly! Alright, Gus, you're up next.
Smart Gus spammed against the Staryu, but unfortunately Staryu had raised up its defense quite a bit while Stinger was still out, so progress was pretty slow. It also didn't help that Staryu got a Water Pulse crit off, which took a huge chunk of Gus' HP. Gus was able to feint Staryu, but only had 8 health left at that point. Misty's Starmie was up next, and Smart had the chance to swap Pokemon.
Gus, you're a trooper. Alright, Blaze, you're up against Starmie. Hit it with Metal Claw and show Misty what we're made of.
Smart, Blaze is fainted.
Well, this is just fantastic. Fine, Gus, you're back in. Hit Starmie with your best Gus.
Because of Starmie's crazy speed stat, it hit Gus with a Swift and finished it off before we could even do damage.
Gah, Misty, you tricky water witch. Alright, Fury, it's all on, you know?
Starmie immediately smacked Fury hard with the Water Pulse, nearly fainting him and confusing him as well. But we at least got one Karate Chop off that turn before we fainted next turn to another Water Pulse.
Alright, Rascal, you're our last hope. Are you kidding me? Starmie, you waterlogged nightmare? Gale, you're our last hope. Hit Starmie with your best peck. Let's see if we can pull off a miracle here. We're not going down without a fight. Go, Gale!
I don't have high hopes for this, Smart. And yeah, Gale's down. We've lost, and we whited out.
Misty, you may have won this round, but mark my words, we'll be back in the next video. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.